Hey everybody, how y'all doing today? My name is Tay, and welcome back to my channel, Inspire Me, where I talk about current or relatable topics, all from a godly perspective. And today's topic is called "I'm Sorry Again." Now, the reason why I wanted to talk about this because I told you, I think it was the last video, I was explaining to you about love bombing. Now, I confused that with the word hoovering. Those are two different meanings. So what I really meant is love bombing. And if you've seen that video, hopefully it's not dark. It's a little dark right here. But yeah, love bombing is pretty much at the beginning of a relationship where they shower you with gifts, with attention, with love, with words of affirmation. They pretty much pull you in, and that's how I was got. But hoovering, I'm going to talk about in this video, is different. Now, hoovering is once they already pretty much got to know you, and both of you are pretty much cool or in a relationship, and y'all probably got into it, had a falling out, stopped talking for a while, a few days, a few weeks, even months, you feel me? And they pretty much reel you back in. You know how ex do sometimes. It's like you don't hear from them for a while, whether you think the relationship is done for good or whether you're just not on speaking terms. And you don't hear from them, then all of a sudden, ta-da, here they go, texting you or calling you or just showing up, popping up to see you. Okay, that's hoovering. They just bring you flowers. They just did so bad. Now, okay, don't get me wrong. Sometimes people do mess up, and sometimes they do make up. But when it's an ongoing thing, that's what a narcissist do. When it's an ongoing thing, that's a problem. You feel me? Like I said, we're human. We're gonna make mistakes, and we're gonna try to win our mate back over. You feel me? If it's a man, he's gonna win this mate back over. If it's a woman, she's gonna, apologize or whatever the case might be. But when it keeps happening ongoing, yeah, that's when you know you're dealing with a narcissist, and they think that because they say, I'm sorry repeatedly, then that's good enough. And that's pretty much what I dealt with too. And I gotta ask God too sometimes, then not let me be like that, because I don't want to keep saying, I'm sorry for certain things, and then lo and behold, I do the exact same thing over again. So I'm asking God to help me with that as well. But they do it also too. It's like, okay, some of the signs that I saw is like, okay, usually when we start talking, we'll probably start, at first initially it was like for a day or so, and then it was really bothering me inside, and then I broke first, and you feel me, whether I text first or tried to call first, and we made amends. So I don't know how many times later, it could have been like the third or fourth time that we had a falling out, and I made it in my mind like, okay, yeah, I'm usually the first person that break. Yeah, this time I'm not breaking first, you feel me? If this person really loved me the way they say they do, then they'll break first and they'll reach out to me. And the first time, when I had that mindset, they actually did reach out to me, and I was praying to God like, okay, please Lord, let them reach out. Even though I was like being tough and like, okay, they gotta break first, but deep down inside, I really want this person to reach out to me first. You feel me? And lo and behold, they did do that, and they pretty much had the story of, I'm sorry, this and that, and they said, you feel me, the whole 9 yards. And pretty much, I apologized too, you feel me, and we started talking again. And this happened a couple of times. That's what you call hoovering. They pull you back in. So I don't know what time this was, but I remember we had a falling out, and yeah, I think this person reached out to me first again to apologize, whatever the case might be. So I was so grateful, and I apologized for my behalf. And we had like a conversation, and I think we was explaining to each other. I was like telling them how I felt, and while we wasn't talking, and I really felt like this way, and I really wanted you to call or text me. And this person was like, if you felt that way, why didn't you reach out to me first? And I'm thinking like, okay, I shouldn't have to always reach out to you first. But then I also knew that this person didn't really mean that apology. That's why I was thinking to myself like, did he really mean that apology he gave to me? We made up and everything. Did he really mean that? So the next time when we had that altercation and he apologized, I was a little skeptical. I still, believed it and, made up, but I was thinking like, do he really mean what he said? You feel me? So that's what I'm talking about. Just because a person doesn't reach out to you, you feel me, immediately, like I said, it could be days, it could be months, it can even be years, and you don't even think you even gonna hear from this person ever again, or you probably done moved on with your life, and all of a sudden, here they go. That's why you have to block people out your life, literally. You know the block button? Yeah, you can block people number, you can block people off of social media, you can use the block. There's no sin in using block because I didn't block the person at first because they're not the person that's really known as a person that's okay. I heard with the word hoovering that they will try to contact you again. It could be months, it could be years later, but this person wasn't really that person's like once you done, it's like they done too. So I really didn't expect for them to like hoover me. You feel me? So a few months later, I got a phone call from the individual. I got, feel me, video chat from the individual trying to come in, you feel me? And I'm like, thinking to myself, like, I really expect that from them, but they will try to, feel me, get you. If that, pretty much that relationship, well, it's not really a relationship. If that situationship with the other person after you is not working, if they're not as, I'm gonna say, vulnerable or naive as they thought you were, you feel me? If they wasn't as nice and as romantic as you were when you were talking to them, they will try to hoover you. You feel me? So when the person reached out, of course I know I talked to them and everything, and I pretty much seen they were still the exact same way. So you know what I did? Blocked. I don't got time for people foolishness. And one thing also too, these people, they will pretty much, if they, if you're on social media or if they know where you live, sometimes they will stalk you. You feel me? Whether they look at, you feel me, a post of yours or, a mutual friend, they will try to, you feel me, stalk you. And also too, what was I gonna just say? That's another thing too. The enemy try to be so crafty. So it's like with me, how I am, it's like once we're cool again and we become like friends or whatever, it's like I don't know how to really. I don't know. I probably ain't gonna talk about that right now, but yeah, the enemy try to be so crafty, but nah, it ain't gonna work with me. You know who my father is. You know who my father in heaven is. But yeah, beware for the hoovering and block them out of your life. You feel me? Because they will try to, and some people like me in the past will fall for the okie doke. You feel me? Will pretty much take an ex back, knowing goodness well they did not change. The only way they can change if God come into their life, and then if God do come into their life, it still doesn't mean that they're meant for you. You feel me? So you have to seek God about that. So that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about today. Like I said, it's not gonna be my only time. I talk about, a narcissist, but, every once in a while I will do it. So make sure you like, make sure you share, and also make sure you subscribe to my channel. Have a blessed day. Okay, now that's another thing that I meant to add as well. I forgot, but I meant to add as well. Okay, it's like once the narcissist stops talking to you, if y'all no longer talking, it could be months, you feel me, years, and they know that they can't get in no more with you because they pretty much the mask don't fell off, and it's like, yeah, I'm not falling for the okie doke no more. They will pretend to be other people, meaning if they know you on social media, you feel me, and they can't get to you the way they usually do, they will pretend to be somebody else. You feel me? Just try to get you that way. You feel me? So you be careful with that. You feel me? I'm not saying be suspicious and don't trust everybody on social media. You feel me? Or even they don't have to be on social media. It could be in person. You could meet somebody and think that you just randomly met them and you fall in love with them. but it could be some kin to them or somebody they don't hire. You feel me? Narcissists, yeah. Some people might think that's far-fetched, but narcissists, their mind is far-fetched. You know, some people that are geniuses, and instead of they using their genius for good, they use their genius for bad, for evil. You feel me? There's so many people that's a genius, but they don't use it for good. It's just like I told the individual, like, you're very smart. Like, I ain't gonna say, well, you practically like a genius, kinda. You smart, you feel me? But instead of using that to glorify God, are you using that to glorify God, or are you letting Satan use you? So, like I said, be careful, because they will try to pretend to be other people, or they will try to get other people to try to get you in, try to get you.